Hello, today is day 4 on my carnivore diet and I am just feeling fantastic. I've averaged 4.3 miles per day last week. Yeah. Anyway, and I've done, let's see, I started out I think in 4.2 or 4.3 here when I got to the gym, and I've done another mile, so that's 5. Anyway, I'm going to try and average 5 miles a day this week, and that's in preparation for hiking the AT. Anyway, I just wanted to spend a couple minutes talking to you about depression, because I'll tell you what, I was definitely struggling with that. I don't know if you know my story, but I went through nursing school at the age of 60, and I had trouble during school seeing the computer screen, seeing the board in the front of the room. Anyway, I had an eye exam at the beginning of school, but my eyes were getting progressively worse. Definitely had some cataracts going on. Once I graduated, went and saw an ophthalmologist in Lawton. Well, pretty much I haven't used my right eye, particularly in this outside, since I was 5. I had a thorn puncture my eye, and so my right eye's always been closed in the sunshine. It's just too bright and it hurts. So anyway, so I saw an ophthalmologist in Oklahoma City. Long story short, it was not good. I didn't just have cataracts. I had Fuch's dystrophy, Epithelial Membrane Dystrophy, Detached Vitreous Layer, and Macular Degeneration. So that's a boatload, and I was already pretty much blind in my right eye. Anyway, so it's been kind of difficult. Starting a nursing career, I think I worked about 6 weeks at one nursing home. I had difficulty when I was working because they said, oh yeah, you can enlarge the screen so you can see the font. Well, if you can enlarge the screen but not navigate back and forth or up and down, it's not very useful. It was taking me far too long. It was too frustrating. Anyway, so after a month or so, 6 weeks, I can't remember, I was scheduled before I took the job to have a corneal transplant in my right eye. And when they did that, they went ahead and did an abrasion on the surface where I had that scar tissue to help remove that so that I might be able to see a little better. Remove the cataract, put a new lens in, and a corneal transplant. Now, your cornea is the windshield wiper of your eye, basically, but it's not the outside that does the job. It's the cells on the inner layer. Imagine that. Anyway, so that's the layer that they transplanted. It's kind of cool if you ever look it up on YouTube. They actually roll up the transplant like into a scroll, and they make a small little incision in the side of your cornea, and that's how they insert it, rolled up, and then they unroll it. They have to remove your old layer. Mine wasn't working, so anyway, I had that done in February. Week later, it had not attached at the top of my eye. It did after the first day, it was attached, but a week later with a follow-up, it was only attached at the bottom, and it was just kind of free-floating. So we had to have another surgery real quickly to reattach that, and he sutured it in place this time. The last stitch did not come out. It was on the upper part of my eye until my last appointment, which I think was at the end of April, beginning of May. No, it was the end of April. Pretty sure. Sorry, I gotta switch hands. Anyway, so March, I was doing pretty well. I could see inside with that eye. Not bad at times, and you know, it was pretty clear. Problem was we had a lot of rain after that, and I have allergies, in particular to mold. Springtime was hitting us, and by the end of April, when I saw him again, I couldn't see out of that eye. It was a whiteout. So I decided I was going to do something to change this whole situation. So I went on a keto diet gradually, and I've been working on it for a long time. Got rid of sugar about 10 years ago, 11 or 12 now, I can't remember. And I even got rid of artificial sweeteners. So it was just a matter of counting how many grams of carbs I was eating a day and only allowing less than 20. After about a month, I dropped down to 10 carbs a day. And I was really feeling a lot better, starting to really figure out what foods I had allergies to. And I started having some good episodes where I could see out of that eye. Yay! So since I was feeling better, and I really appreciated not having my gut tore up by, you know, something I was allergic to, I decided to go ahead and go full bore carnivore. So today is day 4, and I am feeling really good. My gut's feeling really good, you know, and you know, I can see out of my eyes sometimes. Right now it's just fuzzy. Although there is a big number 3 on my machine, and I can read, oh my goodness, actually I can read the numbers, the digits. Yay, that's good. So anyway, so it comes and goes. This morning I couldn't see out of it at all, and that's pretty typical. Usually I might start seeing it out of it around 12:30 to 6:30, somewhere in that range. And the only thing is, it really hasn't cleared up yet like it was in March. So anyway, I really want this to be successful. I need to have surgery on my other eye. I'm losing vision in it, and I'd like to be able to preserve my vision and my ability to drive the longest I can. But it was a little scary between February and April. I dropped from 20/30 in the one eye I can see out of to 20/40. And my doctor, well actually his assistant, said, you know, we don't recommend that you drive if it drops down to 20/60. And right now I'm restricted to driving during the daytime only. So, I do that. It's a lot less stressful. Anyway, so I'm excited. I have an eye appointment at the end of August 24th. And excited to see what my doctor has to say. I think he's going to be amazed. Anyway, we went up on my steroid drops. We dropped them down to 2 times a day. We went back up to 4, and that seems to really be helping. And, you know, I think we were both a little worried that maybe my body was going to be the 1 out of 100 that actually rejects a transplant. So I'm glad things are progressing along. Anyway, so I'm at 10 minutes. I don't want to stay too long on this, but this is why I was kind of depressed lately. So right when I started keto, I didn't realize it at the time. I'd only been doing it about a week. I had keto flu. What happens is when you drop all those carbs down to 20 or less, your body starts dumping out the toxins. You'll start burning fat. And I did lose 10 pounds, that first month, 6 weeks, somewhere in there. And as you lose fat, those toxins that are held in the fat cells are going to go with it. Well, you feel like you have the flu, and it's called the keto flu, and it'll last anywhere from a week to 2 or 3 weeks sometimes. Depends on how abrupt of a change you make. So I went to my nurse practitioner because, I thought, well, I only have a half thyroid, so I thought maybe my thyroid's low. Well, she tested it was perfectly normal. So she said, I did a test on, a series of questions to see if I had depression, and I did score high enough, and so she suggested Excitocram. Anyway, so I took that. Oh, it made it worse. The problem is, when you start on a keto diet, a serious one, 20 grams or less, you're gonna be immediately relaxed. And I did start sleeping much better right away. I think within the first week, I stopped snoring. Anyway, so the problem with this medication was an anti-anxiety medication. And you add that on top of being slowed down and relaxed, being on a serious keto diet, and man, I was at a snail's pace. And I had walked 2.5 miles a day for the last 2 years since I graduated from nursing school. I dropped down some weeks it was only like 9/10 of a mile. So it really wasn't good. June was like one of the worst months for me. I went off that medication. I think I might have, it was July, I dropped down to 10 grams of carbs. Anyway, so as that got out, I took the medication for 2-3 weeks. Decided it didn't work, it wasn't working, it was making me feel worse. And now that, once it took 10 days to 2 weeks to get out of my system, and I started feeling better. And, I decided after dropping down to 10 grams, ketovore, basically, to just go ahead and go full bore. Nothing but meat now. I'm feeling even better. This last week I averaged 4 miles. Yes! Hopefully we'll get it up to 5 this week. And I'm excited about progress. And I have hope for the future. Hopefully this eye is gonna heal. And be able to have it on my second eye and be able to see. So, anyway, in case it doesn't, particularly, probably not going to be able to use it to navigate outside in the dark or in the sunshine, because I'm just blind in that eye in those circumstances. So I'm going to start some orientation and mobility training, so I learn how to use a cane, so that when I have surgery on my left eye and I can't see a thing, and I've got only my right eye, that I'll still be able to get around in bright light or in the dark. So it's gonna be all right, it'll be fun. And I'm looking forward to it. You know, for the longest time, I said, no, this is gonna work. You know, I don't care, it's gonna work out either way. And hopefully I'm gonna get out on the Appalachian Trail before I lose my ability to drive, because I'd like to be able to drive out there. Being a little older, I like my independence, I value it, and I would like to park my vehicle, say like at Neal's Gap, take a shuttle to the approach trail, and then walk to Neal's Gap. So I'm getting to my vehicle every few days, and I think that will make me happy, because I can always sleep in my vehicle, you know, if I have to. Hostels are full. I can get to a hotel farther away. Anyway, I think that would just work out a lot better for me. But either way, it's gonna be all right. There are a lot of trail angels out there that'll help take care of you if you've got, you know, some type of a handicap and you need a little bit of assistance, you know. So if I can't drive out there, it's still doable. It's gonna happen. So anyway, I gotta get off of here. I hope you all, if you have any problems with depression, go see your doctor, talk to them, but also consider pushing yourself to exercise and eat a great diet, whatever you consider that to be. I fully recommend a carnivore diet. Take care, have a great day, bye.